Hello my dear students, today we are taking the present continuous. The present continuous subject, auxiliary, verb, ing form. The auxiliaries used here are am, is, are. Use the present continuous to talk about an action in progress, ongoing action, a temporary action, about a repeated action that is happening around now, to describe a photo or a picture, a trend, and about future arrangements. A. Present continuous for an action happening now. Use the present continuous for an ongoing action, which means it does not always happen. For example, I'm watching TV. This sentence means I do not usually watch TV, but I'm doing this action now. B. Present continuous for a temporary action. Use the present continuous for a special action that is happening for some reason. For example, I'm living in a small house. This sentence means I live in a different house, but this period for some circumstances. C. Present continuous for a repeated action happening around now. For example, I'm watching a very nice series. This sentence means I'm watching it every period of time. That could be once or twice a week or a month. D. Present continuous to describe a photo. Use the present continuous to describe a photo or a picture or a painting. This is the photo of my friend. He's wearing a nice suit. E. Present continuous as a trend or a changing situation. Use the present continuous to describe a trend, an action or a situation that is changing. For example, the weather is getting hotter. This sentence means that the weather is getting hotter every year, which means a changing situation. We may also say the weather is becoming. We usually use getting and becoming as verbs in this sentence, in this kind of sentence. Not always, usually. The other forms of the present continuous are subject, auxiliary, not, verb, ing form, object. This is the negative form. For example, I'm not watching TV. We also have the yes/no questions, auxiliary, subject, verb, ing form, object. Are you listening to music? Then we have the QW questions, or as we call them, the WH questions. WH, auxiliary, subject, verb, ing form, object. For example, what are you doing? We also have something really important. I want you to pay attention to this one, the state verbs. The state verbs are verbs that cannot take the ing form as verbs. That means we may use them with ing form as nouns or as adjectives, but as verbs they cannot take the ing form. There are a lot of them, and here are the most common ones. You have want, like, dislike, love, hate, understand, need, remember, hear, smell, etc. For example, we cannot say I'm wanting tea. We don't have this in English. We say I want tea. Why? Because we are using want here as a verb, and it's a state verb. Now we come to the homework. Homework. Write a sentence for each rule. The other homework is to write a short paragraph using the present continuous 3 times at least. We come to the end of our lecture. Thank you for watching it, and please do not forget to do your homework.